Hey world. In today's 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m., I'll discuss and share something with you which I think I strongly got this conviction almost a couple of decades back, and it has really helped me and along with me thousands and thousands of people. I come from a very poor family. When I was born, I realized a couple of decades back that if you're born to a rich man, you have multiple ways to become rich. But if you're born in a poor family or a lower middle class family, the only way to become rich is education. As I grew up, little later only I understood the power and importance of education. But one more thing I realized was if somebody wants to become rich, which I think is very important, and whenever I speak in a lot of universities, colleges, it's one strange thing I've observed is this, and it is still prevailing, and it's the most craziest thing anybody can do it. From first standard till I complete my graduation or post graduation, for almost 15 to 17 years, on the blackboard or the whiteboard of any of the school, college, university, I've never ever seen or heard a teacher going or a lecturer going on the dais and writing the word RICH, that how to become rich, or MONEY, how to make money in life. And all our life, after completing the graduation, completing the education, the only thing that is expected out of all of us is to we should have money, we should become rich. A word that has never been a seed that has never been sown in our subconscious, in our mind for all the 15, 20 years of our schooling, college life. And we're expecting to have fruits of money when there is no seed of riches also. And we come from a country where we call the woman of the house Lakshmi, but man of the house hardly has money. And he has to only earn money for a lifetime. And we are not taught anywhere. No school, no college, no university has ever taught. They are given management techniques, they are given leadership insights, they are given business models, they give 100 things, but nobody has ever taught us how to make money. And it is the strangest thing. I'm not going to speak to all of you in this 9 minutes how to make money. Itna buddhi bhi nahi hai. But I've realized there are two ways to become rich in life, especially in a country like India. One is education, other is employment. If you are highly educated, well educated, the chances of you coming from a lower middle class or lower class families is you get a good job, decent job. If you see in last 15, 20 years, not in 20 years, last 10 to 15 years, rich have not become very rich. Even the poor have not become rich. There is a class of people from tier 2 cities or towns who are very highly educated. The classic example is Narayana Murthy. And like there's so many of them who actually became engineers, became doctors, got nice degrees, and because of that, they got nice breakthroughs in big, big companies. So today, if you see anybody from a town comes and picks up a job in IBM or Infosys or any of the MNCs, the starting salary itself is 50, 60, 70 lakh of a rupee. And straight away, the quality and the standard of life just goes high. Why? Because they are educated. So one reason where a lot of the students have this thing about पढ़ाई करके क्या फायदा है? What is the point? Tendulkar never studied, Dhirubhai Ambani never studied, and big they will do drama, and this is majority of students. But I again repeat you, if you are born to a rich family, born to a rich father, there are multiple ways to make money. Today, if my son who is doing his graduation, he's he has a rich father. I know he can make a lot of money different ways. But when I was born to a poor father, the only way I could make money was through education, which I think I did it. But more than me, it was my younger brother who was highly educated. He's an architect, the BRs, MRs, MTech, MS, PhD. He's in Australia earning good amount of money only through education. I picked up employment. Somehow education it never appealed to my mind. I picked up employment. I worked, and I really made a lot of money through my selling. And today The whole lifestyle has conspired in such a way that today I'm able to provide education and employment both. I also run colleges, I also run preschools, but more than preschool, it's too early. But in education, in the college that we run, I also ensure that I don't want them to pick up employment. I believe employment will also make you rich, but if you're born to a lower middle class, poor family, but if you can become an entrepreneur, if you can provide employment, not only you will become rich, you also will make so many more people, so many more families rich. It's very simple understanding. If you feed 10 stomachs, will you go empty stomach? If you can provide shelter to 10 people, won't you have a good house for yourself? If you provide great cars to all your employees, won't you have the best car in the world? And a simple understanding on which I lived my life. And I think sharing with all of you also same thing. Education and employment. These two things are the best contribution an individual can give to himself, herself, or to the society if you want to build a very beautiful country, if you want to build a very prosperous country, because where there is no education and there is no employment, again, employment in terms of a lot of people say is no employment available. There is a lot of employment available. In fact, we started one new venture of mine called Interns Factory, where we provide interns to a lot of business people who do a lot of helping work. And I realized as we meet so many people, everybody need good people. Problem is not with the employment. Problem is with the employability. We do not have people who can be employable. There is lack of skills, lack of attitudes, lack of education. And I think this whole thing has conspired to create a lot of unemployment. There is no unemployment. Everybody, if you ask any businessman, do you want good people? Everybody will say yes. So there is no dearth of unemployment, but it's all about employability. If our education systems can create this beautiful thing about making the people, students more employable, I think there's a great service and educational institution can do it. So, my dear friends, the whole understanding of today's 9 minutes motivation is to know that, and that's why today I'm going to address 100 odd businessmen from G2, it is Jain International Trade Organization, and that is why I hold this new setup. What you're seeing right now, not my usual ban entry. Only idea to tell all of them also. Let's make money because what money can do, only money can do. Let's have right thoughts towards money. And one thing which I'm going to tell them but not teach them is this only. My dear friends, money is never earned; it is always attracted. But we do not know because we are never taught how to attract money. We're only told, काम करते रहो, काम करते रहो, काम करते रहो. गधा बना के रखा है खुद को हम लोगों ने. I don't want we to become like that. So education and employment, if these two things you're able to give to yourself and to everybody else, I think it's a great service to the nation. You don't have to be an army man to be a patriot. You can use this platform to create education and employment, and I think you're a great patriot for your country. With that belief that we will follow this, let's have this beautiful day together. Here we go.
I believe I am. I believe I can.
So guys, go get set and grow.